Most people don't lose their wealth because they're unlucky. They lose it because they couldn't wait. Long ago, when seasons ruled more than clocks, there lived a man named Elias. He owned little: a stone house, a clay bowl, and a single pomegranate tree behind his home. Each morning he picked what he needed, and each morning a bird arrived. An ibis, pale-feathered, calm, with eyes that did not fear people. It would land softly, eat one fruit, and then, standing still beneath the branches, open its beak and drop one piece of gold onto the earth. One fruit, one coin. Then it flew away. No ceremony, no bargaining, just a quiet exchange. Elias never asked for more. The bird never gave less. Days became weeks, weeks became months. The coin paid for bread, for oil, for a roof that did not leak. Elias was not rich, but his life was certain. Each dawn looked almost the same. The fruit ripened, the bird arrived, the gold touched the dust, and little by little, certainty began to feel ordinary. That is how impatience often begins, not in hunger, in familiarity. The world around Elias did not stay quiet. Neighbors rebuilt their roofs with red clay. Market stalls grew louder. Stories of faster fortunes traveled from mouth to mouth. Men spoke of bigger trades, larger gains, quicker roads to comfort. And Elias began to watch the bird with new eyes. The tree bore many fruits. The bird was small, and the gold was real. At first, the thought was only a shadow. If one fruit brought one coin, then what lived inside the bird? The question returned the next day, and the next. Soon, Elias no longer saw the exchange. He saw a limit. One morning, before dawn had fully broken, he set a snare beneath the tree. His hands worked quietly, his breathing slowed. His mind called it reason. The ibis arrived as it always had. It landed. It bent toward the fruit. The snare snapped. Wings flared once. Dust lifted. Then stillness. The bird did not thrash. It did not cry out. It only looked at him. Then, in a voice as calm as its landing, it spoke. "Release me, and I will return what I take." Elias frowned. "Return fruit?" "Return gold," said the bird, "as I have. One fruit for one coin." Elias stared at it. The gold had always returned, that much was true. But another thought had already entered him, and once greed finds a doorway, truth rarely sounds loud enough. "If you return gold each day," Elias whispered, "then the gold must already be inside you." The ibis held his gaze, but Elias had already chosen. He did not release it. The act was quick. The silence afterward was not. Inside the bird, no treasure, no hidden fortune, only flesh, only blood, only the awful stillness that follows a mistake made too late to undo. Elias stood there beneath the tree, hands cold, mind empty. At his feet lay no secret wealth, only the last gold bead from yesterday, still resting in the dust. Morning passed, then another came. The tree still bore fruit, but no wings touched the branches. No gold touched the earth. The exchange was over. At first, Elias told himself he still had the tree, he still had the fruit. He could sell it, eat it, trade it. But the fruit spoiled faster than he could use it. Too much of one thing, not enough of what had mattered. Bread no longer arrived through patience. Oil no longer came through rhythm. Certainty no longer returned with dawn. Days passed. The yard grew quieter than before. And slowly, painfully, Elias understood. It wasn't the gold that had made him safe. It was the return. It was the pattern, the trust, the repeated exchange between enough and more tomorrow. He had not destroyed a treasure hidden in a bird. He had destroyed a system that worked. He had killed the thing that turned time into provision. And all because waiting began to feel too small. That is the danger few people see. Some fortunes do not arrive all at once. They arrive in rhythm, a little each day, a little each season, a little each year. And because they come quietly, people mistake them for something incomplete. They think the true wealth must be hidden deeper, locked inside the source, waiting to be taken faster. But many times the source is not hiding extra treasure. The source is the repetition itself. Morning came again. Elias stood beneath the tree, holding a single coin in his palm. The branch was empty. The air was still. The yard gave him nothing back. He opened his hand and let the coin fall. Some fortunes don't live inside a thing. They live between the days.